What's up, guys? Hockey TikToky is back with an all new video. First off, guys, I'd like to say happy Canadian Thanksgiving to all y'all, unless you're an American, because apparently Americans do their Thanksgiving later. But for us here in Canada, it is Thanksgiving weekend. And guess what, guys? It is time for the Battle of Alberta. So tonight, in Edmonton, Calgary Flames will be taking on the Edmonton Oilers. These are two teams that are on completely different trajectories right now. One of them is coming off a Stanley Cup Finals loss, slated to be a contender again. Many analysts and journalists and every other thing else that ends with an ist has predicted that Edmonton would be one of the top teams in the whole NHL this year. And even a lot of people are picking them to win the Stanley Cup. Meanwhile, a lot of people have Flames in the bottom five of the whole NHL. So they're on completely different trajectories right now. And yet, as we open the Battle of the Alberta, we open the season, one team is 2-0, while another team is 0-2. I'll give you 1 second to guess which team is which. That's right, guys. The Calgary Flames are 2-0 to start the season. Meanwhile, Edmonton is 0-2. We're getting contributions up and down the lineup when it comes to the Flames. Meanwhile, in Edmonton, we're not getting much of anything. We're getting a little bit of scoring and not a lot of defense. I think it was game one that their starting goaltender, Jeff Skinner, was already pulled. Not Jeff Skinner, Stuart Skinner was already pulled from Edmonton's crease. So that's crazy, guys. That's insane to think about the fact that Edmonton has started off so poorly this year. And Calgary, meanwhile, has been flying. So far this season, one of the top scorers, top goal getters for the Calgary Flames has been the $10 million man himself, Jonathan Huberdeau. So what does this all mean for the teams, guys? Well, what it means is the Calgary Flames are a sneaky good team. And I've been calling it from the beginning, guys. I think that there's a lot more talent on this team than what most people are giving them. And I think there's a lot more fight in them as well. I think they are the type of team that will fight for their wins, and they will fight for their chances, and they will fight all the way to the end in every single game, guys. Already so far, I've seen big contributions from all kinds of different unexpected players up and down the lineup. And that's the great thing about this team, guys. They're like a pack of wild hyenas. A pack of wild hyenas trying to take down a lion. So guess what, guys? When it comes to the Calgary Flames, I think that they have a chance. I think that not only are they sneaky good, are they sneaky better than whatever everybody's expecting. I think that as a team, the way that they're structured is just more coherent. Edmonton, on the other hand, they've got some big guns. They've got, Draisaitl, they got McDavid, they got Bouchard on the back end. But aside from that, they don't have a ton of depth. You could look up front and see Hyman and, some of these other dudes, but they don't really have that much of like a team depth, you know what I mean? So basically, what I've seen so far out of the two teams, Edmonton and Calgary, is despite they're sort of on different levels or different trajectories as organizations overall, like on a macro level, if you just bear down and you look at each and every game and you look at each and every player, I truly think that the Calgary Flames have a way better chance than everybody's giving them out for. Their young players are taking a step forward and are flying under the radar. You know who scored the overtime goal in game one of the season? Connor Zary. He's only in his second season for the Calgary Flames. And last year, when he got called up to play with the big club, nobody was truly expecting him to be a huge contributor. And immediately, he became one of the most dynamic offensive forces on the team. Andrei Kuzmenko was a throw-in on the trade that Conroy made with Vancouver because they needed the salary to make sense when they wanted to get rid of Elias Lindholm because he didn't want to resign. And guess what? Kuzmenko has been on almost a 40-goal scoring pace ever since he joined the team. And in his rookie season, before he had an off year with Vancouver, he also was basically on a 40-goal scoring pace. So we've got guys like Kuzmenko, we've got guys like Connor Zary, and then if we've got veteran players like Jonathan Huberdeau coming back to play like he was before he joined the Flames, when he was back in Florida, this guy was a 100-point producer. He was a 100-point player. And now, since joining Calgary, has been down to like 50 points a game or something, or a season, I should say. 50 points a season. But I think he can get back up there, guys. I think he has what it takes. So far this year, Huberdeau, what did he get? I have the stats right here. I was looking it up earlier. Huberdeau, what's he sitting at point-wise? I swear he was in the top. Yeah, he's 6 overall right now. 5 points in 2 games, guys. 5 points, 2 games. That's a great start for Jonathan Huberdeau. If he can keep this up, guys, what do we got? And guess what? Here's another thing about Huberdeau and the Flames. He's playing on a line with Marty Pospisil. And this is what I found really interesting. I had this up earlier. Let me go back to it. The NHL has a tracking system that tracks all the players' speeds and shots and like all kinds of things. And I was looking it up earlier today, guys. I don't know if you can see this, but so far in all the games that have played across the NHL this season, Martin Pospisil has been the fastest skater in terms of like a speed burst, the fastest possible guy that somebody's gone. He's gone 24 miles per hour on the ice so far. Maybe it was in the overtime against Vancouver the other day. Maybe when he was driving the net that opened up a lane for Connor Zary to do his wild moves against Hronek and bury that deadly snipe. Maybe that was when Martin Pospisil blasted himself all the way up to 24 miles per hour. So we've got one of the fastest, sort of most agitating, rough and tumble players in the league centering a line with the guy that needs to get his act back together, Jonathan Huberdeau, who is a former 100-point player. So if you don't think that that's not a good combination, a great combination for the Calgary Flames, I think you've got to rethink what you're thinking. You got to rethink what you're thinking, guys. Tonight's game versus Edmonton and Calgary is going to be a doozy. It's going to be amazing, guys. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I am absolutely hyped right now. It's Canadian Thanksgiving. I've got a huge 5-pound roast in the oven right now. I just did a 5-kilometer run, so my blood is flowing. So I'm just like super jacked. I'm super pumped up. I can't wait to watch this game tonight, guys, and I hope you can't wait as well. For those of you who have been watching along since I restarted my Hockey TikTok channel, I'm doing weekly podcasts. I come out with like 3, 4, 5 episodes a week usually, and they're just about like hockey in general. But as you guys can tell, like I'm a big Flames guy, and I'm loving the contributions that we've gotten so far from the community, people who comment on the videos. And if you enjoyed this one, this was kind of a really off the cuff. I had no script. I'm just kind of talking out of my head on this one, guys. But I'm really loving all the contributions in the comments. So if you are a Flames fan, hit me with a Go Flames Go. If you are an Oilers fan, I want you to come on here and I want you to try and talk whatever talk you want to talk, because it's the Battle of Alberta tonight, guys. The BOA, and I am jacked. So excited, can't wait. Check out my other videos, guys. I did a really funny one with my wife the other day. We did a logo guessing quiz because my sweet little wife does not know all the logos, but she's getting to know a lot of them, so it's kind of a lot of fun. We did a little fun one. Check that one out too, guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye now.